This is Robert Morales from the Morales Business Network, and today I'm here with
Mary Duran, founder of Downtown Society.
The Morales Business Network was formed to support our entrepreneurs and small businesses through network marketing. So thank you for joining us, and for the next 20 minutes, we're going to be talking to Mary about her and her business, more importantly about who she is. So the Morales Business Network, we believe in connecting people via video marketing and exploring the you in your business. So with that said, we like your likes, but
we love your loves.
So make sure you hit that love button just down below. Make comments and share as you must. If you're on YouTube right now, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notification of future videos. Miss Mary Duran.
Yes.
Hi.
Here, present.
Tell me a little bit about Downtown Society.
Downtown Society is a community connecting community. People connecting people. We help the community in different various ways. We do a lot of community outreach. We do a lot of connecting business to business, but also finding out what their needs are and kind of digging more deeper into that and finding out how we can help.
Mary helped me with the venue at the Morales Business Network in October. She connected me with some people that helped. Carmen.
Carmen,
Chef
she's amazing.
Carmen,
yeah, she's a catering. I've known her for 10 years, a little more than 10 years. She's helped us with every event we do. She's also the Dodgers chef for the Dodgers as well.
That's the amazing part, I think, that I took away, is that you are well connected in a lot of different ways, and you know a tremendous amount of people.
We try.
What do you?
We try.
We try. What is your main role in your position in the Downtown Society?
Connecting business knowledge. So letting people know that there's things out there that are so easy to reach out to. It's just a phone call away, but that are so hard for them in their mind because they're so busy dealing with their business day to day that they don't know how easy it is to pick up the phone and call somebody that actually has the experience. Why? Because they're nervous about who they're using. And when we can give them that information, it just makes it a lot easier to communicate and get everything, rolling to the point where they don't have to look into the comments of everything that they're going through. Like if they go to a website, they have to look at all the comments and find out if those people are actually the people they're going to use. But when you give them a personal, comment about that company, it just makes it a lot easier. And we want to make sure we connect people, good people with people that have done business before, that take pride on what they do, because that's important.
I troll a lot of people that I interview on Facebook, so I was trolling you a little bit.
Oh,
and,
scary. Which Facebook? Not we.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. So the thing with you is that you're a woman of many names.
Yes, yes.
There's probably about 10 different.
And I can explain. Okay? We all go through different, I want to say like different businesses. I started as a nightclub promoter, so a lot of my contacts were nightclub promoter people. So it was interesting, it was nice, but at the time, you grow, you become an adult, so you want to definitely, grow within the community as well. And when I started doing the promotions, that was nice, that was good, but that was my 20s, and now going into a little more deeper, with knowledge, helping other people in community, I have grown our database as well. And so that's why I have different Facebook for different things that I have done in the past.
Yeah, I think there was Mary T. Conecta.
Mary T. Conecta was one of the names for promotions.
Mary Duarte, Mary Dominguez.
Mary Dominguez, Mary Duran.
There's a lot of Marys out there. So. Do you find it challenging to have so many names? And
I find it interesting because people seem to know, who I am, obviously, but at the same time, they know that they can reach out to me in different Facebooks, which is our community connections. For example, telling they know where to go. If they need catering or anything, they know they need to call me so we can organize everything. All the community wants to communicate through different avenues. So it's nice to have that out there for them so they can actually reach out to however they want to reach out. We don't want to just give them a phone number and be like, oh, I lost her number, but now I can connect with Facebook. That makes it easier.
And you were talking about promotion work too. And as I was on Facebook, there's really not a whole lot of promoting for you.
No.
There's
behind
a lot
the scenes.
Yeah, and there's a lot of businesses that I see you post a lot of, flyers for or information or events that are coming up. But, as I was going through, I didn't see a whole lot of, this is what Mary Duran does.
Right.
It's more like, hey, this is an upcoming event. I'm supporting this people. Part of marketing is also marketing yourself too.
That is true. I'm very bad at that, and I'm confessing right now I'm bad at that. But at the same time, I give my spotlight to the people that actually need it. Letting people know about these people, what they're doing, and how they're starting, and they have that passion that I have for what I do. I think it's interesting, and it must be done. So that's the way I do it. It's not the best way, because you're right. We have to market ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm very bad at that. I'm behind the scenes.
I did see a lot of you connected with bikes and motorcycles. Is that like a hobby? Or?
You should have told me you were going to bring that up. Yeah, we go way back with motorcycles. I mean, I am in a bike club. I don't drive.
I didn't know that. I saw a lot of bikes out there.
I drive.
Actually, we'll post some pictures in a minute.
No. Yeah, but that was, like I said, I still drive. I do it a little in a different way, because obviously when you start doing the whole adrenaline rush, you want to get it out there. But now I do it, I do it professionally. I've been riding for a while now.
So you said there's a bike club. What bike club?
Bike clubs, what we do is we get people together. We do bike events, and what we do at those bike events is that we promote the different clubs that there is and how they help the community. This bike club raises money for different kinds of charity events, which is interesting because people love, the bikes and the cars and all that. So
you don't want to talk about the name. You don't. This is the first rule of bike club. Don't talk about bike club.
Let's not talk about that, because you'll find me now.
Boy.
I don't know about those pictures.
That might be a story, but we won't get into that.
Coming soon.
Oh boy! One of the things I took away from you was you're well connected with the downtown area, and your preference was in downtown. Why downtown Phoenix?
It's very strange, because I come from Mesa, Arizona. I went to Dobson High School.
Yeah.
So it's very strange that I was very motivated to come to downtown and promote downtown. I saw downtown rising from scratch. There was no nightclubs, there was no restaurants, there was nothing. For me to see it the way that it's grown, I mean, I've been here 38 years, and how it has just connected with everybody, and how it kept the heart, like we were talking about heart, talking about love, and how that I feel that when I come to downtown. So all the District 7, which is the district that I kind of follow, it goes all the way down to 107th Avenue, to 7th Street, Elliott, to Indian School. I always ask my mom, I'm like, can you take me to downtown? She's like, how am I going to take you to downtown? Downtown, there's no streets to downtown. There was nothing. I mean, there was cornfields and cornfields. So it was interesting how I don't want to leave downtown now. So it's because I know everybody. We had meetings with owners of businesses. We have helped them throughout the years. We have noticed a change. We have been to all those city council meetings. We have been to everything to make sure that it grows the right and proper way. We have to keep our heart in downtown, because that's where everything's happening right now. And everybody wants to be in downtown, but at the same time, there's businesses that need to know there's still things that we need in downtown. And that's why I still have work here to do.
I saw a lot of titles. There's a lot of things that you do. Okay, so I'm going to run through the list. I have my notes too. Marketing professional, production director, talent facilitator, event planner, public speaker, business developer, and you seem very natural in front of a camera, very poised.
Oh, no, I'm not very comfortable in front of the camera, believe it or not, but it's just you make me feel comfortable, you guys do, and I think that's very important. That's how we need to make our people feel, Out
of this long list of things that you do, what is the one thing that you like to do the most?
My complete passion is in production and community. So if I can connect the two and make a great book out of it, I will definitely do so, and just make people feel the way that I feel when I help the community. I think that's where I win. Event planning is something that I have to do, because that's where I have acquired my income. Promotions director, I've done a lot of that, and directing videos, which is kind of also my passion. I produce music videos, and don't ask me what category, because it's strange how I jumped into that.
When I was looking through some of the pictures too, I saw you're pretty much the life of the party. Every picture, again, it's either promoting something or somebody, or it's you're part of the party scene, right?
I think that's part of the whole hosting. I'm also hosting. I always host events. You mentioned this before, and it was very interesting how I met you too, because I'm going to interview you next. Okay, this is just me, but I'm going to interview you next because I have a lot of questions. I like to host events. I like to make people feel nice about what they're doing, and you were a natural. So when I host the events, they come to see me, but at the same time, when they leave, they saw so many people that they needed. That's the whole point. I think you would agree with me when they come to see you, but at the same time, they leave with all this incredible information, and that's what I like to do.
That's the perception I took away. The perception was, life of the party, person in the mix, I guess are kind of ways to say it, but is there a challenge with that too? Because that's the perception people have. That's the perception I have.
Yes, there is a challenge, everybody. Personal life. You don't have a personal life when you're the life, when you're out there, when you're, trying to connect people. You don't have a much private personal life, which is, it can be kind of tough and challenging.
Well, is it challenging being a female in this kind of business?
Very. And I have noticed that since day one, it was very, very, like, not very welcoming for me. But I think I changed my clothes and I took over, what I needed to take over, and they felt my passion, and I'm still here. So
I want to thank you for continuing and staying with us. We're here with Miss Mary Duran from Downtown Society. If you like what you're seeing, hit those like buttons. But if you love what you're seeing,
to the love buttons.
Hit the love button. We like this sea of red just kind of pouring right behind us. If you want to make comments and share, please do so, and we will answer questions as we get to them.
It's been interesting.
That's been interesting.
Yes. Very interesting.
So
you know more about me than I do.
We've been talking about Facebook and talking about connecting and the Downtown Society. But,
you should have looked into Instagram. My face, no.
Oh wow!
More cleaned up.
How many names do you have on Instagram?
Just one.
It was such a hard time following everybody.
Yeah.
You're multiple talents, multiple
Thank
people.
You. Yeah.
What are the things that the tremendous things you've taken away in exploring this life so far? Where are you at right now?
It's a hard question. Where am I at? I'm at Tradiciones.
Yeah, well, talking about that, we're actually at a venue that you sponsor, right?
Yes, my madrina is the owner and godmother, and her name is Dora Zamora. She's done some great concerts here in the Valley, and she's amazing. She's worked with big companies. Now she has this venue, so we're utilizing it as much as we can. So you guys are welcome to come here and talk to Robert about it, because he'll know more info.
Yes, probably.
Before he leaves.
Going back to the question, where are you at right now in your life? The biggest things.
I'm still with the community. I am now Deputy Director for Women for LULAC.org, which is an organization that's been here in the Valley for 89 years.
Right. We can put the website for you up on the bottom.
Yeah, LULAC.org. And it's a human rights organization, and I've been with them for 2 years. So it's still with the community, which I'm still standing strong with all my beliefs about how we can help and how we should be helping. You have to get out and vote. That's my main thing. I mean, I'm not into politics much. I don't, follow too many politicians, but I know for a fact that that's the only way we can change things around here and everywhere else.
What's been the biggest learning lesson, the biggest takeaway you've had in doing this business?
I think opening doors, not closing any door. Even if you're not comfortable with how things went with a certain company or individual, I feel like you should always be very pleasant. I've been working with people for 16, 20 years, and I think that's the best. I mean, the best feeling when I can call them back and be like, hey, remember that event? We're going to do this event now. Can you help us out? That just makes me feel like I'm doing less work, but I'm still helping.
One thing that caught me, again, trolling. So one of the things on your post that I saw was a quote. I actually quoted you. And you said, for the past 19 years, you've been involved in this type of work. And what I took away is the path I chose. What does that mean?
Wow.
What did that resonate with you?
Coming from Mesa, Arizona, and coming from a very, very poor just home, coming from Mexico, coming to, to something new. We didn't know what was going to hold for us, but I felt like I chose where I wanted to be. And I'm saying that because a lot of my friends and people that I was around didn't have the same luck. So when I say I chose the path, it's because I really worked hard to be on this path. I changed schools. I was going to a different school. I remember all my friends and family were going to a different school, and I said, no, I want the school. They're not charging for this school. Why should I not take this opportunity? And I changed, and I went to that school. It took me 2 hours to get there, to school every morning. Had 2 jobs at the moment. I was 14 years old. So yeah, it's the path I chose. And that's, everybody can do that. I mean, you can definitely turn around and change your path anytime you want.
Yeah, and coming across, and again, I support small businesses all the time. I think the takeaway after interviewing so many people is the decision, and you highlighted it there.
I put a lot of quotes. Why would you pick that one? That's a good one, actually.
It resonated with me. And so when it comes to small businesses, I think people have a hard time just deciding, and people are afraid to make that choice. Has that ever been kind of resonated with you?
Of course, yeah, all the time. I doubted myself a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been as confident as I am now about what I want and where I'm heading. Fears are just not very welcoming for me right now. I don't want to fear things, because that's when we limit ourselves to do great things.
And you just had a recent birthday, right?
Yes, October 22nd was my birthday. I'm not going to say how many, but 25 years of experience and 14 years in the market. No, yeah, it was my birthday on October 22nd, and it was great. I mean, I spent it with family and community, and every birthday I give an organization, and we decided to do LULAC just because I'm there at the moment. But
and getting back into community too. So one of the things you wanted to talk about was connecting community and how important that was to you.
Yeah, that's the key for me. It might not be, the way for other people, but I feel that if we connect the community and we make ourselves strong by, uniting, who actually wants to be seen, they want to be connected. So if you have that, I mean, I don't understand if it was given to you, why not give it out? It's there for that reason. So
when you're giving and totally giving to so many people, it's sometimes draining. I don't know if you've had the same experience.
Yeah, you have to revitalize, and people revitalize me. I get energy from you. I get energy from everybody out there. I'm a people person, so if I'm around people, I'm already getting energy.
I was going to bring this up too because it's something I experience, and every time I have an event or do something, usually the last person leaving, usually watching the people kind of pick up the trash and dust and whatever. Do you ever have those moments where you have so many people around and yet you still feel like you're alone?
I think we all have those moments. A lot of people don't talk about them, but I know we all have those moments. I was running to a poem recently that talked about how the person could be as happy as, you see it as happy as you can see it, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that there's emptiness in everybody. And I feel that to me, the emptiness has been filled through knowledge. I tend to study a lot of the things that I don't know. So there's different ways to feel the emptiness. And yeah, I get that a lot. And I'm sure I have talked to a lot of people that get that as well. And yes, I do feel lonely sometimes.
Yeah, and like I said, that comes from my own personal experience in doing events too. There's constantly people around, but then
they're gone.
There's those moments where you'll maybe pick up the phone or text somebody and you get nothing.
I feel like we live for the moment, and if we can keep those moments and be cultivating more moments, I feel like our loneliness will be less every time.
With that, how do you ground yourself? What do you find that helps you get through those sullen times, I guess? Moments, just reminding myself of all the stuff that I do and why I do it. Remind myself every day why I get up in the morning and want to do what I do. Oh, it's not motorcycles, huh?
Well, yeah.
The faster, the better.
I'm trying to stay away from motorcycles because, there's a lot of pictures that I don't want. There's a lot of things that I've done.
I think we tapped into something kind of unique.
Definitely. We all have something. We all have something that, it's deep in there and that I feel kind of picks up, your energy as well, too. So it takes your energy, but you can also pick up energy from it. And I feel like those bike events are very interesting. Not promoting them.
We won't talk about it though, because it's obviously dangerous to talk about.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
In the production and event business, you tend to run into famous people. Who's the most famous person you met? Or interesting, actually. How about that?
Calle 13. Calle 13 is a very rapper, but at the same time he talks about community. He talks about he screams out what he really feels. He has this passion, and he touches so many lives with different things that he talks about in his songs. So I feel like he's been the most interesting person. And then Dred Mars has been also another person that I feel is very interesting. There's a lot. Oh my God, there's a lot of people that I have recorded or been part of their concerts that are amazing.
Calle 13?
Yeah, Calle 13.
That's a plug, I guess.
Yeah, it's unplugged, actually.
That works too. So if you're at a moment now in your life at an undisclosed age, which I'm sure is older than 20.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So looking back at where you're at now, and you're talking to yourself when let's say you're 2019, what would you tell yourself then, looking back now?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying. I tried a lot. I was a cashier at a restaurant, at a taco shop, and I kept doubting myself. Why am I here? At the age of 14, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I serving tacos? So follow your instinct, follow your heart, follow, you have it within you to do great things. And if you follow that, I think you can get really far. And that's what I would tell myself. I would write a note, just like that movie, to myself about, if I can go back and be like, do what you're doing.
Message in a bottle.
Yes, message in passionate about that.
I actually started watching that the other day, and I'm like, what am I doing watching?
Right. No, it's awesome. Those, those things. Yeah, that's what I would tell myself. Keep doing what you're doing. You're in the right path.
There was actually another quote that I pulled too, and to give you the citation, is October 1st. So I'm going to read it. So, when everyone is pointing in the same direction, the energy creates a momentum.
Yes.
That was your quote. You said that.
I feel like the energy, there's a circle. I feel like we create a circle, and if we're all connected in that circle, imagine all the great things that are within that circle. And if once you make it bigger, you create this energy and you create this connection with people. And you did that at your event too, so I know you understand what I'm saying, and that's why you pulled it.
All lies.
You created a very interesting one-to-one, but at the same time, person to person. But then you created an atmosphere around what you were having as far as the event goes. So I think it's very important to connect everybody. There shouldn't be somebody that's invited to an event that shouldn't get touched by the message.
Robert Morales Business Network. I'm here with Miss Mary Duran. Duran?
Duran Dominguez,
Many.
Mari Te Conecta, Downtown Society.
There's another plug.
Yeah.
If there was a way for the audience or anybody watching right now to connect with you, how do they get a hold of you?
Mari Te Conecta is my Facebook, and I think that's been the best way so far to connect with me. I mean, obviously emails, but I feel like emails are very cold. I'm not very, and I'm sorry, a lot of people might use them a lot. I don't use emails a lot. No, I like a phone call. I like for people to call me. I like to have a direct conversation with them. And it was very interesting when I called you that you answered, because a lot of people, they just want you to text them or they want you to email them, and you actually answered the phone. So thank you for that.
That seems odd to me, but
yeah, you answered.
So somebody,
maybe because there was an event coming up for you.
I was insistent. So again, your phone number?
It's Downtown Society, and it's 480-843-5598.
You typically have the last word. Is there anything, because we're reaching out to small businesses and entrepreneurs, is there anything you want to share with?
Connect the way you want to connect, but at the same time, connect us with you. Reach out to Robert, reach out to myself, reach out to people that actually know the business, because it's going to take your business to a whole different level. I feel like if you connect with the right people, there's definitely people that know what they're doing, and there's a reason why we're still here. So,
yeah. So Robert Morales Business Network, thank you, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Thank you, guys.
If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to receive notification of future videos. Thanks for watching.